lightning everywhere. It's pouring out. Rain is in here. There's streams in here. What's going on, everybody? It's a nice Tuesday, end of July. It's 80 degrees out. It's going to get a little warmer. Tonight's going to be the big night. Heading into the Black Hills to do some camping. One night. It's 12:30 right now. So I just started the packing. Did a little drinking last night, so kind of recovering. Figured it'd be nice to go out into the woods and just relax for a night. Before we head out, just give you a little show of what I'm packing.
The weather forecast for Tuesday's camping trip remained favorable. Monday night the prediction was for a sunny Tuesday with a nightly low of 60 degrees. On Tuesday while packing, the report had increased to a 20% chance of rain, followed by a 30% chance during the evening. Compared to previous severe thunderstorm warnings in the past, this hardly seemed a reason to abort the adventure.
Gonna need some lights, so if I make some videos later tonight while I'm out there, you guys can see me. I found this in the back of my truck. It's supposed to be like a knife holder, so I'm gonna try and attach that to the onto here, see what happens. I think I have a life straw, so in addition to 3 liters of water, I may bring, I don't know, a few Powerade bottles, but somewhere in the cabinets up here I think I have a life water straw where you can just drink out of a stream and it filters it for you. Probably wondering what the heck this is. I don't have a cigar holder, so what I did was just put a wet paper towel inside of the plastic baggie I wrapped the cigar with to try and keep it moist. It's really dry up here in the Black Hills, low humidity, so cigars tend to dry out pretty quick. So I'm going to smoke that later. Latest 3 stickers. $8. Ridiculous. I'm not really hungry. I ate a lot last night, so we'll see. I might bring some, I ain't bringing any canned products because they just weigh a ton. I think I got a few. There's about a quarter left in this. These are actually quite delicious. I don't know what poisonous artificial flavoring they use for the smoke, but it's really tasty. I think I am going to bring these actually. There'll be no coffee, just water, cigar. I did have a flask in here. Definitely debating bringing a little wild turkey. You know, if it's a nasty lightning storm or something out there, then I'll want to have a little comfort. This is the Mystic and Hell Canyon Ranger Districts. Where's the southern one? One of these is for the southern Northern Hills. No, we want this one. Look at the size of the Black Hills. Hold on.
I had no idea what was coming that night. I was lucky to have packed the extra hoodie. I wasn't even going to take it because it was taking up too much room and that bag was weighing a ton. Thinking back, there was no way 3 storms were going to roll through right over my head. Alright everybody, we are about a mile from the hiking destination. I finally packed up about a 45 pound rucksack with tent attached to the bottom, and we're just about there. Just want to give you an idea where we're hiking to, so have a look. So the mountain in the background is kind of where we're going. I obviously am not going to the top of that. Black Elk is something like 7,000 feet high. We're going to be going more to the left, up that way.
Proceed about half of a mile to
Oh, look at a nice little deer right there.
244.
He'll come out of the trees in a second. It's right behind that tree. I can see him. I'll get a little closer for you. You see him right there, looking right at me. Actually, this is a pretty good view of the mountain too. So, we're kind of headed right towards that. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, I'll check back in when I get there. I love this song.
By mid-afternoon, multiple severe thunderstorms had begun growing west of the Black Hills. The storms were traveling east and growing with the hot midday sun. These storms were as far out as 300 miles, traveling between 25 and 60 miles per hour. The closest of these severe thunderstorms was currently 70 miles west of the camp location. A special weather statement had been issued by the National Weather Service concerning the surprise storm. Pea to penny-size hail along with winds of up to 40 miles per hour were possible. After parking at the trailhead, a premature storm had begun growing directly overhead. This hampered efforts to reach the camping location with adequate daylight remaining.
Alright everyone, we just got here. I was just filling out the paperwork that I could leave in my vehicle to let the rangers know where I am if I do not return tomorrow or if something goes drastically wrong. You gotta give them kind of a date and location of where you're supposed to be or where you think you'll be. So I'll show you that. White copy goes back in the box, which is up there at the trailhead. And this copy hangs in the car. I think it hangs in the car. It says to keep it on you, but I don't know if that means on the car or on my person. I don't know why I would keep it on my person. Can't really tell on the camera, but the sky's black up here. There's some thunder. You see the blue sky here. Then we got this, whatever this is. Then it clears up over here. Not sure if you can pick up the thunder, but it is thundering. Here's 45 pounds of fun. So I really don't know if I should start hiking right now or wait this storm out. I have no reception on the phone, so I can't even check the radar. I think I'm going to wait about 15 minutes and see what happens. There's a little bit of light at the bottom, so it may just pass over.
excitement just to get up to the mountain and do some camping in the Black Hills was really just pushing me. I should have known when I got there and it was raining that things could have turned bad, but I just kept on ignoring it. Just wanted to get up there and do my camping thing, but it didn't work out that way. All right, everybody, the storm has passed. It was a decent amount of thunder, but nothing came out of the storm, just a little drizzle. Passed right over. It's behind me right now, over the mountaintop there. It's hard to see in the camera, but it's dark skies back there as compared to what's in front of me to the west. So behind me, we're looking, that's west. Come up the trail here, and good indicator on the map. We've met the split off from trail number 8 to trail number 9. Trail number 9 goes, well, here's the path, but it actually goes, if you can see those mountains behind me, yeah, that's 7,000 feet, those mountains that are in back of those trees, which you can't really see. There's actually a structure up there I saw hiking up before. Another thing I'd love to mention is apparently this tiny trail is a horse trail, which is hard to believe because if you look at it, it's only about, I don't know, 2 feet wide. So when you come up the trail, you're just walking in horse. Sorry to curse, but it's a little annoying because you know what's attracted to that stuff, right? Bugs, flies. So now I got on my feet, and of course I'm walking in, and the flies are just doesn't work. I thought horse trails were usually pretty wide, so you can kind of, you know, walk around the crap. I just gotta walk in the grass here, but I don't want to risk like spraining an ankle because there's no way I'm walking a mile back down this with like a busted ankle. It'd be a whole nother video. So somehow this trail behind me, which I'm taking, this one right here to my right, is going to go up towards those rocks over the top, and we're only going to go about a mile more. So if I don't get eaten alive by bugs, I'll be up there. One thing that also is concerning me, besides the horse, it's just a nuisance, the horse poop. I do see to the west coming towards us. I don't know if you can see it. Right. Where is it? Right at the edge here. It's probably bad contrast. There is another storm. There's a big storm cloud up there. So I don't know. What is that? Like an hour, 2 hours away. It looks pretty big coming over that mountaintop. So I'm making great time. Should have a camp set up in something like this, hopefully. The only thing I'm really worried about is snakes now. I don't want to be. This is about, I don't know, it's about, say like 2 feet thick brush. So, I don't know, snakes love that stuff. Man, I'm sweating it up. My whole back is drenched. Actually, if you look at the back of the backpack, it's drenched as well. I don't know if you can pick up on it. The color, the darker green is just from having the backpack on my back sweating. Somebody left a map up here. The forest rangers left a map up here. So what the heck? It's so hard to hold the camera backwards. So I have a map in my pocket anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, we'll be back.
The hike would consist of a 2-mile uphill journey. From the trailhead, the campsite would be approximately 800 feet higher. Inclines varied from 13% to 45% in some areas of the trail. This combined with the warm summer day and heavy pack made for slow progress. The trail was well kept with no fallen trees or other obstacles. Sections of the trail had shade from ponderosa pines and large rock outcroppings. The lower parts of the trail had some small open grass areas. A consistent pace was needed in order to use the remaining 2.5 hours of daylight to find an adequate location, construct the tent and film progress.
Alright everybody, we have reached another waypoint. Show you on the map where we are. So trail 8 we were on before, went to trail 9. So we left trail 8 at 5,200 feet. We went up trail 9 to meet trail 5, so we're at about 5,400 feet elevation. Trail 8, trail 9, trail 5, we're at the merge with the light blue and the red. Look at the elevations, 5,400 feet, so the contours are 40 feet each, so we're about 5,480 feet. I have actually completely sweat through my shirt. It's steep, and it's only like 70 degrees out right now, so it's quite the hike. With that backpack, is just been chugging the water. Seen some squirrels, some chipmunks. Ran into a hiker coming down the mountain. I asked him how everything was. He just said it'd be better when he gets down. So I don't know. I'm kind of concerned because if you can see behind me, there's really nowhere to camp. So it's a concern. I mean, where am I going to set a tent up in this mess? This right here is the trail going up, continuing. Right here we have Elkhorn Mountain. I believe the top of that is 6,500 feet about, and not going to be climbing that today because that looks like it is just a rock wall going straight up. The trail I'm going on appears to go between that mountain towards the Black Elk Mountain. I mean, I didn't even know they had stuff like this out here in the Black Hills. It's just insane how amazing it is. Yes. Not sure if you can hear it, but I believe it's Highway 287 down there. Come up quite a ways. It seems like the storms do a good amount of damage here too. All these trees are like split and broken, so not too good. I hope another storm doesn't come through. Just judging on the bent trees, the ones that are just pushed over from, I guess, high winds. Storms are probably pretty bad up here. It'd be nice if I could set a tent up and stake it down. Pretty rocky. I'll be back. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a snake. Did you hear that? That was actually just the paper blowing in the wind going like this. I thought it was a Alright, we'll be back. That was better than a cup of coffee. All right, everybody. It's 7:30 about right now. Sunset's at 8:20. I am drenched in sweat, so I'm gonna try and get this shirt off and put on one of my sweatshirts. Something else I didn't consider also is the fact that I'm much higher in elevation than Custer. So even though it says 60 tonight, up here with this breeze, you're probably talking 50, maybe 40. I did bring blanket, 2 hoodies. The 2 hoodies combined are about the same as a winter coat. They got a hood. I also brought dollar mittens, those real thin ones. That'll be good for my hands. And actually a second pair of socks. You know, worst case I'll sleep with the boots on, but I don't want to penetrate the bottom of the tent. Here's where I'm going to be trying to set up the tent. As you can see, it is not the best location, but what am I going to do? I mean, look at the rest of this. Where would you even set a tent up in this area? I have no axe. I have a, medium-sized knife that is not going to do anything. Hopefully I'm not in like a mountain lion hangout. There's like an underhang here. This is unbelievable view though. As you can see, I mentioned something at the top of Black Elk Mountain. Now look right here. You can see it's like a tower. So that's where number 9 trail, I believe, leads to. So the trail is actually, wow, you can't even see the trail. The trail is right here. So you can't even see the trail there. So I'm about, 30 feet off the trail, 50 feet off the trail. This view is insane. This is insane. I've been to Yosemite. I've been to Yellowstone. Been to Alaska, the Canadian Rockies. This actually is like, it's like top secret. It rivals it. I mean, this is unbelievable. This reminds me of the rock face in the Yosemite Valley. The only thing missing is the waterfalls. I bet in the spring, actually, though, with the snow melt, there is some, small waterfalls coming off of puddles on the top. This is a group of birds flew by before, and you know when it's really quiet, when you can actually hear the wind the birds are making as they fly by. I feel like it's going to get cold tonight. This breeze is great though. It's actually drying my soaked, it's drying my soaked t-shirt out here. I'm covered in dirt, by the way. I don't know if you can see, but these are dirty pants. I actually started sweating through the thigh part of my pants. I'm holding the camera backwards, by the way, so I have no idea what it's pointing at. This rock ledge right here, I might climb up later and take a look. So that's the top of this hill that I'm on right now, right there. Might climb right up there. I don't know, what is it, about 20 feet above me. I got that cigar to smoke. Tonight's moon phase is 4% illumination. It's like waning Gibson or something. It's like the smallest before the new moon's tomorrow. So, this is right before the moon disappears. So there will be no moon tomorrow night. Look at this rock on top of the peak over here. This is unreal. This is like the unspoken national forest, like in the United States. It's like top secret. God, it's just crazy. I do have a lot of chipmunks running around out here. I just saw a squirrel on this tree down here. I'm gonna start setting up camp before it gets dark. I'll be back when I get the tent set up in this mess here. I gotta clear it out some. Man, I hope I don't bust a hole in the floor of the tent. These pine cones out here actually have small spikes. Let me see if I can even. Here's one right here. Look at this. Everything out here like wants to kill you. So I don't know if you can see them. There's like spikes. See? They'll prick you. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna start setting stuff up. The tent over here under this rock ledge seemed a bit more flat. Do have a little bit of a cliff here. I don't know, 30 feet. This is where the original location was going to be. I cleared it out, and then what I noticed was this. So you have this massive dead tree that's just kind of leaning right over the area there where I'd be sleeping. Also, if you're not aware, dead trees tend to be dead on top of hills because they've been hit by lightning. So that being said, I'm happy I moved under this rock ledge here. It's pretty well protected. That tent, I had to actually look at the instructions. I started putting it together. It took a lot longer than I expected. It is actually 8:25 right now, so the sun has set, and I'm trying to look around, and it does not look good. I don't know what's going on the other side of this rock, but that's where the thunder's coming from. And yes, it is coming in my direction. The good thing is the rock should definitely protect me fully from wind and rain. However, my fear is going to be lightning, so definitely hearing the thunder is making me a little bit nervous. Man, there are a bit of gnats over here. For some reason they're over here. They're not where that rock ledge is. Let's take a walk over here and see if we can see what's going on with the storm. Yeah, now I'm right under this dead tree. I don't like this. Any of those branches come down and clock me in the head, it's going to be a rough. Oh boy. I don't know what the hell's going on over here, but looking west, the sun is already set there. Then you got this thing. Actually, now that I just thought of it, I do get a little bit of reception up here. I'm going to check the radar right now. I'll do a screenshot. I do see rain coming down over here. Let me zoom in. You can see it coming down. I'm trying to get the camera to see right there. That little, I don't know if you can tell, but there's rain coming down right there. Alright, well, it's pretty much over me. So I'm thinking it's holding off until it gets past me. I don't know. That goes back pretty far, though. We'll see what happens. I'm going to check the radar. I'll do a screenshot and send it on to the video. The sun has set, and I'm trying to look around, and it does not look good. I don't know what's going on the other side of this rock, but...
Meanwhile, back at the camper,
Alright everyone, I checked the radar. There's some storms rolling in. There's a little bit of lightning way in the distance. It looks like the storms are going to split by act of God, I guess, and pass to the left and right of me. I might get some rain. I can see rain in the distance right now. Right now I climbed up, so right behind me and down 20 feet is the tent. I climbed up the rock wall that the tent is under, and I'm on top of the mountain here, and I'll give you a look. It's freaking unbelievable. There's actually like a 30-foot cliff right in front of me here. So I just turned the camera around, facing west. That's the sunset. That is the ominous cloud. This is the 20-foot drop off right here. Not going near that. Not going to die today. My gosh, it's so unbelievable up here. Camera is picking up a lot of it, but it is getting dark pretty quick. There's lightning streaking across the sky over here. In the bright area, wow. In the bright area, you can see the rain coming down. I don't know if you caught that lightning. I don't know. I'm going to say that's... I have no idea. It's like, I got to check the radar again to see the distance, but it's far away. Got this huge rock mound right in front of me here. I don't know what's off this ledge right here. Another drop into a hole. Holy crap, there's some major lightning way out there. It's not a threat over here, but oh my gosh, I hope I can get this on camera. That was definitely cloud to ground, like triple strike. Oh, there's little gnats up here too, so I'm putting the hood on. Wow, wow. So where that rain is right there is definitely where the lightning's coming down. That's rain pouring down right there. This is like unbelievable, this view. Because I can't even talk, it's so unbelievable. I just want to get the mountain in again. Wow, actually, for being after sunset, it's coming in pretty good. So I guess the sun's gonna rise over this in the morning. Oh, these little biting nets are appearing out of nowhere. Once the temperature drops though, I think they'll be gone. Little trees at the top. Actually probably big trees, but look tiny from here. May have to get the bug spray out. Oh man, this is unbelievable. Alright, well I'm gonna climb down my little crevice channel here back to the tent, which is tent's just out of view right there. Alright, we'll be back. I might do a little night video of me smoking some cigar. Yeah, I think I'm gonna smoke that cigar, and we'll be back. I hope this is the last storm of the night. I'm gonna wait till that passes to smoke the cigar, because if it rains I don't want to have to put the cigar out and not smoking it in the tent. It's so quiet and peaceful. The storm is like quieted all the creatures down and everything. Crazy.
As darkness falls, the first storm begins reaching the campsite. Being elevated on a rock outcropping leaves the tent vulnerable to high winds and the possibility of lightning strikes. The decision was made to stay at the tent site, as walking down the mountain in the dark at this point would have been more dangerous.
Alright everyone, it's 9 o'clock. I'm in the tent. The tent has the rain fly on it. Not gonna lie, kind of crapping my pants right now. The thunderstorm that I thought was gonna miss is actually, it's raining right now, and there's flashes of lightning outside. Could be a lot worse, but being in the location that I am, it's feels pretty vulnerable. So wow. So I'm gonna sit here. Should be over in about 15 minutes. As long as it doesn't get much worse, I'll be fine. I'm actually gonna put this blanket over me and my other shirt on and gloves, kind of cover up in case something does hit real close. I hopefully will not be affected by 1,000,000 volts. So we'll check back in. I'll turn this phone off. Took everything metal that I could think of and put it away from me. So I'll be back hopefully when this is all over, and I'll be outside smoking a cigar or else. Now I know what you're all thinking. This is going to be the part where you see all that lightning and thunder and all that excitement. Well, spoiler alert, yeah, there's no footage of any of that. I basically turned the phone off, and I was just cowering in the tent, hoping I didn't get hit by lightning. However, what I did do was put a nice little compilation of images of lightning to give you an idea how bad it can be. I really made this video just to give everybody a warning how nasty it can be to be caught out in a thunderstorm unprepared. So enjoy this little video of the lightning. The next clip after that will come back in after the storm's pretty much ended. There are a total of 3 storms, but sorry, there was no way I was going to videotape and there was nothing you would have seen except the inside of the tent with flashing light and loud thunder. It would have been somewhat boring, but it was just too scary. There was no. I had the phone off. I didn't want any electronics in my hand. I didn't want anything metal on me. It was pretty bad. I had totally forgotten that the tent is made of aluminum framing. So enjoy these clips of lightning hitting things nearby, because it definitely was when I was in that tent 3 times that night.
That tree just got hit right there. Holy, I hope I got it.
We can actually see it.
Holy.
Holy crap, that hit the tree.
I'm still here. Oh man, I just left this on, even though I'm now about 120 degrees and going to drink all the water I brought. I just want to show you I'm fully covered up. I have a blanket on. I have hoodie number 1 on, followed by hoodie number 2 underneath it, just sitting Indian style on the floor here. What is going on out here? So so the storm passed. There's nothing like sitting through a insane storm. I'm sorry about the focus. It's not good at night. So I've been watching the flashes through the tent from the lightning, and been counting the seconds. And you count to 5. That's 1 mile. So 10. So we're at the point now where I've been seeing flashes, and I've been hearing no thunder at all, which is great. I'm going to open the tent up. It's actually the humidity in here is so bad from me sweating it up, just sitting here hoping the tent didn't get hit by lightning, that it's actually dripping on the inside. Look, here, I got to turn the camera around. So as you can see right here, we have water dripping in. I thought the tent was leaking. It's not. What it is, let me get the flashlight. Look at this. Look at this. It's like having trouble focusing. See all that dripping down there on the inside of the rain fly? So you have the inner mesh, which is this, which is just the tent without the rain fly, and then outside is this yellow. It's like an inch apart. But there's so much humidity in here from me just sweating and hoping not to die, that water has been just pouring down the sides. So I'm going to open it up, and we're gonna get some fresh air. I'm gonna get some fresh air in here to air it out. It's just like a humid steam bath in here. Doesn't smell. It smells like plastic actually. But oh my gosh, that was not good. Is not good. Just sitting here in paper thin plastic shell that's been rained on, wet, and hoping that lightning doesn't hit you. So I'm going to go outside, get some air, check the radar, make sure there's no coming. Because you can have the $300 tent. I'll leave it up here if you want to come up in the rainstorm in the middle of a lightning storm and get it. But I'll run right down the 2 miles or so down this mountain. in the dark. That was not smart. I even, at the point, I had gloves on, so I figured the more cotton the better, in case something did get hit with lightning. But with the moist air in here, I don't know what would have happened. I don't feel like doing any research online to see what the effects of humidity and lightning are. I'm sure lightning is attracted to water and wetness, so maybe it would go around the tent, maybe go right through the tent. I don't know. You tell me. So if there's no more storms coming, go outside, smoke my freaking cigar, and hallelujah. There's another storm coming. I have to pack this all up in the pitch black. All right. All right, everybody, we're back. It's around 10:30. It's pitch black out here. Sky is clear above me, but there is a lot of lightning off in the distance over there. So I am still kind of concerned about the possibility of a late night thunderstorm. Honestly, thought they'd all die out once the sun went down, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I was able to check the radar, and directly to the west, which is where they're all coming from, seems to be clear for now. North of me, though, there is a string of massive thunderstorms going by, and it's crazy because I'm sitting here smoking a cigar, and you can actually see the lightning reflecting off the rock wall behind me, Elk Mountain. It's like something out of a war movie. Like, where in the distance the blasts are going off, where the bombs are hitting, and you see the lights flashing. It's kind of amazing at the same time. It's unreal out here. So gotta keep this going. We got Jupiter, Saturn out here. The view out here compared to the East Coast is ridiculous. You can just look straight up and see the Milky Way. This phone camera won't pick it up, but you can actually just look straight up and see the Milky Way. It's ridiculous. So I'm not going to be able to show you too much. I'll try and turn the light on this and reverse to the main camera and try and give you a view.
Allow me to explain what's really going to happen while Robert remains in the dark, smoking his cigar and reminiscing about life and the universe. Although the current storms are seemingly to the north, as he mentioned, that second massive storm will double in size and strike a direct hit over the campsite. The tail end of the same storm cloud will form an almost tail-like shape and finish the pleasant evening campout with a festive 4 a.m. boom.
There we go. All right, we're back. What you're looking at right there is, I'll look at the star map out, but it's with the binoculars. It has two moons next to it, so it's either Saturn or Jupiter. It's huge, whatever it is. I wish you could see the rest of the stars out here, though. There's like a million stars right around that are just not picking up on the camera. That is the light inside the tent, and here's with the floodlight on. So get an idea. Got the rain fly open. So we got this nice little glow going on out here. It's enough for me to see, but the camera really can't handle it. So let's see if you can see with the floodlight. It's off the 20-foot cliff there in front of the tent. See if you can see the rock wall. So I'm going to go up to the rock wall. No. I can see the rock wall with the light reflecting off of it, but you cannot. So that's where the path is, right down there. That's my shirt drying. Actually, it just got wet from that storm. Picking up. Well, anyway. Gonna sign off. See you guys in the morning. Hopefully there'll be no more thunderstorms tonight. Hello everyone. It's 1 a.m. I have just finished tying down the entire tent and actually putting a decent size log, maybe 2-foot log, dead tree log, on the one side where I can't fully tie it down. And you're probably wondering, why is he tying stuff down? He should be sleeping. Well, I decided to take one more look to the west before heading into bed about a half hour ago. And yeah, there's more thunderstorms. So I managed to get on the phone, and about 2 hours away is a severe thunderstorm warning. And if you've ever used Wonderground, they have like a little arrow that shows where the storm's going. And the bottom quarter of like, this is like where it's going to go. Like this is like in between my two fingers. I'm right here at the bottom where it's going to hit. So just before climbing back in here, I looked and there's definitely lightning. Not only that, the completely clear sky is gone. It's overcast. It's quite eerie. I've tied the tent down as best I can. I thought about hiking out, and I don't know. It is very hard to hike out at night down a hill. I don't know if I would make it to the truck in time. I think it took 2 hours to get up here. Maybe downhill it would only take an hour and a half. Maybe I could have made it. I don't know what's going to happen. Have a look at my little setup here. Got my blankie on. With 2 lights. Still some moisture on the ceiling here dripping. Backpack down there. I am just laying here waiting. So I'm going to try and go to sleep. See what happens. Got my other goodies over here. I don't know if you can even see them, it's so dark. Powerade, knife, gun. The door is still open at the moment. The zip down rain fly is open. But you know, just to maybe dry it out in here a little bit. I don't know, that condensation didn't go away. Well, we'll see what happens in an hour and a half or 2 hours. I don't know if that storm is still growing. I don't know if it's going to die out. I'm pretty, that last one was just like a brief, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes of of lightning with light rain. This, they're saying, is severe thunderstorm with 60-mile-an-hour winds. I'll even copy the where it says it's going. It's just it's like the calm before the storm. It's eerie. It's eerie out right now. I'm gonna try and go to sleep. I am under a pretty decent rock underhang. I'm not really concerned about the wind and the rain. I'm concerned about the lightning. That is what gets me. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Saying a 1/4-inch hail. I'll actually copy the severe broadcast. It's ridiculous that it appeared out of nowhere and now it's heading here. There's no way I could have really predicted that. See what happens. Phone's down to 40%, so I'm gonna turn it back off. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that? That is the sound of the wind hitting the rock face. It sounds like a freight train. Oh my God, it's getting worse. This is crazy. What time is it? 1:45. I'm just laying in here hoping that the rock that I'm under... What is that? I hope I tied this down good enough. Oh my God. This is crazy. It's a light rain. There's lightning everywhere, like just flashes, but I don't hear any loud cracking. But that wind, oh my gosh. The wind hitting that rock face up there on the mountain is just insane. I closed the rain fly about 10 minutes ago. There's actually a daddy longlegs right in here. See it. So I think I'm kind of safe because the wind is coming from behind the rock that I'm tented up against. But it is just nailing that mountain out there. This is pretty terrifying. It sounds like a tornado. So here we are in the freaking tent, and the tent is leaking, and it's nasty. There's lightning everywhere. It's pouring out. The rain is in here. There's streams in here. Look at this. There's a puddle in here. Oh my gosh, this lightning is so bad. I don't understand. The storm is supposed to be over by now. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievable. Hope this is over soon. This is ridiculous. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's 3 a.m. I'm not dead. I have a flashlight shining directly in my face. Obviously the tent is not waterproof any longer. It's a 3-year-old tent. I guess tents just stop having waterproof abilities after a while. I'm not cold, but I am wet. Puddles formed. One of them ran right down onto my foot without me knowing it. So my boot is, I think it's just on the exterior wet. It's still drizzling out. There's occasional lightning, but occasional lightning is nothing compared to what just went on before. It was like strobe lights in here, and there was about 5 that were shook the ground. Thunder, just happy, the tent didn't get hit with lightning. I don't even know what to say. I'm exhausted, just totally exhausted. I'm not cold for the most part. Right here, this back corner, I think because I'm mostly under the rock, stayed dry. My sweatshirt behind me is dry. My upper body is pretty much dry. The blanket that I'm using right here, this is kind of wet. I used it as like a shield against the splashing water. This pair of socks down here is drenched. Look at the puddle back here. Can you see the puddle? That is just ridiculous. That's going to stay there till, oh my god, there's still lightning. So puddles, it's downhill down there. I don't really care if there's puddles in here, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's as long as I don't know what time sunrise is. 6:30. The sun's gonna not probably come over that rock face until 8. The walls of this tent are just soaked. Everything is soaked. So I'm just hoping that there's not another storm before the sun comes up, or at least until I get out of here. How's that sound? Oh my gosh, I can't even move around in here because if I move around, I'm like a mop. I'll just be soaking up all the water. So I'm gonna kind of just like sleep in the corner here, and then I guess when I start seeing it's light out in the morning, I'll get up and do what I gotta do. I don't want to kill the battery on his phone. I'm surprised how much I had to keep checking the radar. I did check the radar in the middle of the storm, and I was like, oh, it'll only be like 10 minutes. It's passing right over top of me now. And it's almost like it just stopped or stalled or... just moving so slow that it was just insane. It was, I can't explain what, I don't know how it came out on camera, the parts that you did see, but the parts where I turned the phone off and just like buried myself under the blanket hoping that lightning did not hit me. Again, this is like the second time that lightning has almost killed me. Yes. Yes, the first time was in the episode where the solar panel broke in Florida in the field. So, 4, 5, 6, 3 more hours, 3 or 4 hours till the sun comes up. I'll check back in the morning. Sorry, everybody. There's no footage or anything of the third storm. It was approaching 4 o'clock in the morning I was beyond exhausted. After the last scene that just ended, I remember putting the phone down, going to pass out, and just as I'm passing out, I don't know if I did pass out or I was in the process of passing out. It's 2 years ago. So I just started hearing from behind the rock I was perched up against. I started hearing that low, booming thunder again. And I just remember thinking to myself, this cannot be happening a third time. So I didn't even want to move. I couldn't move. The floor was soaked. I don't think I checked the radar on my phone. I just said, it is what it is. And the last thing I remember is the rain and the thunder just moving from behind the rock to it was right over the tent again. And I knew it was passing. And all of a sudden I just passed out and woke up when it started to get a little bit light out. The tent has like an orange glow inside. So I woke up and I was kind of damp and wet. You'll see. Good morning, everybody. First thing I did when I got up after my I think 2 hours of sleep was I ran over to right behind me here to look over that rock west to see if there's any more storms coming. Second thing I did was ran over to get my t-shirt there. It's totally soaked. There's puddles all around. What you don't know is that there was actually a third storm, which is quite unbelievable. The third storm was a ton of lightning, but only drizzle. But I pretty much think I just gave up at that point and passed out. Once I heard I just remember hearing the rain start hitting the top of the tent again. And I just said, oh well, I'm going to sleep. And it was just lightning flashing everywhere again. It wasn't as intense as the second storm, the main event as I'll call it, which was absolutely ridiculous. Also, I ended up putting on my second hoodie, as you can see, because what happened was I don't know, with my legs being wet and my feet, as you can see. So let me turn the camera around. Hold on. So my feet are not wet from walking outside. My feet are wet from the puddles in the tent. So REI, you suck. You really suck. My pants have like somewhat dried up. Pretty dirty from hiking, but I mean, it rained pretty hard. There's puddles here. All the wood down there is all wet. Just waiting for the sun to please come over this hill here. I mean, I'm not cold where I'm shaking, but it was like on the verge of it last night, and that would have been bad because actually I couldn't have hiked out. There was that third lightning storm. It's ridiculous. Just look inside my tent here. So right here I had put this log before that second storm came. I put this log here to hold the rain fly down. Also tied it with a string right there because I thought it was going to be 60-mile-an-hour winds. I put double stakes in preparation, and little do I know that the rain was just going to come right through the tent. I even went to the point of putting that stake in there, but then tying this rope around the main dead tree trunk here, just because I thought I was going to get ripped out in the wind. Let's see here. debris on top. So what I think is going on is these seams have completely failed, so all the water just is, honestly, I don't know. The water just came right through. It was ridiculous. You saw it for yourself. I mean, it didn't come through here. But see, this is part of the tent falling apart. These are pieces of plastic. And just look at the tent. Puddle. Oh, this is horrible. Pieces of the tent. Still wet, drenched there. Look at this puddle. That's where my foot was in. Man, it was bad. It was bad. Blankets wet. Here I am worrying about mountain lions and being attacked. Tent just fell apart. Literally just falling apart. Look at this. Had a nice pair of old hospital socks that I was going to put on, those nice warm ones, but well, they went right in the puddle, so they're soaked. I actually squeezed them inside the tent and they wringed out with water just dripping out. Do not ever buy this tent. $300 tent. Why would you buy a $300 tent that just leaks after 2 years when you can buy the $50 Walmart tent that will leak after 2 years? Makes no sense. Might as well just get the cheap tent. Even if it weighs a pound or two more, so take a pound or two less water and buy yourself a life straw, and then you can just get water from out in the field. Just aggravated with that. That's ridiculous. If I had gotten soaked like that soaked, there would have been real problems. Like if that tent had leaked any more, the reason the corner where I was sleeping did not get that wet is because look, it's under that rock, that hanging boulder. So it actually stopped a lot of the rain from actually hitting it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, seriously, if I was that soaked, look at this thing. It's just, no, I should just leave it up here. It's disgusting. Just soaked wet rag. Yep, if I had gotten that wet, that would have been it. There would have been major problems with hypothermia. I mean, it's like 60 right now. There's actually a slight warm breeze, but I don't even know what time that third lightning storm stopped. It must have been 3 o'clock was the main storm. The end of the main storm. I don't even remember. I'm so tired right now. Something like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when the third storm. I guess 4 o'clock in the morning is when the third storm came through. I was just like, oh man, here we go again. The wind wasn't there. It was just the lightning. There was huge amounts of lightning with the third one, and just light rain. Sun's starting to come over the hill. The sound of the wind hitting this huge rock face during the main event storm was just, it sounded like a roaring train. And it was crazy because it started out light, and then I'm like, wow, what is that sound? And then it just got louder and louder, and I was like, it was actually pretty terrifying, the sound of the wind just hitting that, because I thought that was going to come down to my tent and then blow me away. Oh man, it's just crazy night. So, as soon as the sun comes over the hill here, I'm just gonna sit down and try and relax on something dry. I got those smoked almonds in there too, actually. I'm gonna eat those. So, I don't know, people. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna hike the heck out of here, and I'm gonna go to sleep for real back at the outpost, the rolling hotel. At least that's waterproof. Unbelievable. Subscribe, join, thumbs up. Talk to you guys later.